Hi guys, welcome back to DevOps 31 class and Maven third class. Guys, in last Maven second class, what we have discussed, guys? Yes, we saw that. Yes, and this is the design. This is the design. Yes, the importance of in these sessions, in Maven sessions, we are going to discussing what is the importance of Maven and in which place we are using Maven. If we are using Maven, so what is the purpose of Maven? How we can use that Maven? What we can do by using Maven? How we can use Maven? Okay, guys. So, guys, already in the first session one in Maven class one, we have discussed about that. So, where the Maven going to involving? In which place Maven involving in the DevOps flow process or SDLC life cycle, software development life cycle. So every project already we have discussed that yes, every project starts with a plan. That plan nothing but a requirement. Whatever we are having requirement, we are converting into plan. Then we are going to converting into code. Then we are going to building. So in this build step, we are using Maven. What is the purpose of Maven? Maven is a build tool. See guys, already we have written here, we have discussed about this one. Yes, we are going to integrating with version control, enhancing project performance and moving attributes. Okay guys, like this. Already we saw that dependency installations. Okay, we saw this one. So in this project, yes, there are three repositories, three types of repositories. One is the local repository, one is the local repository, one is the private repository. So private repository nothing but maybe the client will maintain one separate server for only his purpose. That's calling as a remote private server. So in this server also, yes, if the client maintaining that developers for developing plugins for Maven executions, yes, we can develop our own plugins. We can develop our own plugins and deploy or place. We can place into the this private repository. So whenever we want to execute these plugins, yes, we can execute for multi locations geographically. Okay, wherever we want is we can execute these remote private repository plugins. Whenever you are not having plugins in our local machine, we can download from this our private repository. If you are not going to maintaining private repository, yes, Maven organization, Apache organization providing one public repository. They are developing plugins and they are placing in that server. Whenever we want to execute these plugins, yes, we are going to executing. Whenever we apply the command based on that goals and Maven phases, yes, if the plugins any required, yes, it will download that. In previous class, in second class, we saw that how to download and how to install the plugins. When we can install the plugins, so are we going to installing manually or else when you execute that Maven goals, okay, that time it will download or not, we'll see that. Already we saw that. Yes, you can see that previous class videos. Okay guys, yes, coming to yes, as a user, what we are doing as a user we are going to execute Maven goals and Maven phases. So already, yes, so what we are having, yes, Maven validate, test, already test is there, yes, compile, yes, already in previous class we saw this validate, we saw that compile, we saw that, and the test we saw that. Okay, and I think we didn't apply that, yes, install. Okay, yes, we saw that package also we saw that. Okay, So whatever we are going to executing these all Maven goals and Maven phases. So as a user, we are going to applying in the local Maven mission wherever we have installed Maven. That's mission calling as a local mission. By using that Maven, by using that local Maven software, we are going to executing these all goals and Maven phases. While executing that command, our goals are Maven phases. If any plugins are required to execute that command, if the plugins are available in the local repository, it will execute that command by using those plugins. If the plugins are not available, what we are doing that, yes, if we are going to maintaining our own remote public private repository, it will bring from there to local mission. After that, it will execute whatever we have given that Maven pools. If the plugins are not available in our private repository, in the local repository, immediately the command or the goal goes to Maven, Apache Maven organization public repository. If the plugins are available there, yes, it will download into our local mission and it plays into our local Maven mission. Then it will execute the process. But finally, we should have that Maven plugins. Without plugin, we can't execute. Next, coming to is how we are going to executing these all commands. How we are going to executing all these commands. So what is the flow process, guys? It's a very important concept. It's a very important concept. That concept is pom.xml. pom.xml pom.xml is the very important. Pom.xml is the very important. So without pom.xml, we can't execute. Without pom.xml, we can't execute. So what is that POM? POM nothing but a project object model. It's a file. It's a file. That file has information about the project and configuration details needed by Maven develop the project. So what is that pom.xml? Where we can see. Let me show you that. See guys. Yes. Here we are having that pom.xml. See guys, it's very important. It's very important. If you observe that structure, Maven structure. Okay guys. See guys, already I think I have written that. Where it's, see guys, it's a pom.xml. Whenever we are going to executing these commands, the Maven commands goes to pom.xml. First of all, pom.xml will receive or will take that, or it will hand over the Maven goals or Maven phases. So it will hand over that command. Then immediately the pom.xml gives to permission to execute whatever we have given the goals. How it execute that? How the pom.xml involved into this process? First of all, the command comes into this pom.xml. So whatever we have written, yes, see guys, here whatever we have written, based on this, yes, Maven goes to will execute the commands. Here what we are having, that dependencies we are having, and plugins we are having that, and goals we are having. Goals nothing but, yes, see guys, what is our goal here? Yes, if you apply that package, yes, it will execute that. It will create that package. Which package? With the name of var. And coming to this pom.xml, as a DevOps engineer, are we going to develop in this pom.xml? Who is the responsible for writing this pom.xml? Here, nothing to worry. Nothing to worry. Almost percentage of this pom.xml will develop by programmer. Which programmer? The Java programmer will only develop this. Coming to our responsibility side, as a DevOps engineer, what we have to do, or what we have to modify inside this pom.xml. As a DevOps engineer, what we should have that experience with pom.xml. If anyone asks the question, yes, maybe you need to export some questions from the interviewer asking the question. Okay, have you worked on that Maven? Yes. Which build tools are you using in your present project? Or else on which build tools you are having experience? Yes, if you say that Ant, Maven, Gradle, MS Build, like that, based on your experience, you have to say that. Based on your experience, you have to say that. Right now, we are having experience working with Maven. Yes, Maven is a build tool. Maven is a build tool. So, what is build tool? What is build? Build mean in this build process, by the Maven, we can validate the code, we can test the code by using unit test, and we can compile the code, and we can build the package. I mean that we can package by using this package tag. See guys, this is the packaging. Yes, instead of var, we can build that EAR, enterprise archiver. Instead of these two var and EAR, yes, we can build that jar, Java archiver. So these all are the executable files. Yes, we can build by applying that package. Of course, this is also one goal. Package also one goal. And one more goal we are having that here. So this is the plugin. These are the these are the plugins. See guys, here we are having that plugins. And the dependencies also we are having. So what are those dependencies? Yes, come to here. See guys, dependencies. Yes, please find that. See guys, dependencies. So in this dependency, yes, what we are having? Yes, Java Access Servlets we are using. Java Servlet API we are using. These are the dependencies. And the distribution management. This is also one goal. Whenever you apply that deploy, yes, the deploy command, what it will do that? By using deploy, whenever we apply that mvn deploy, by this command, what it will do that? So whenever you apply this command goes to Maven. By using Maven software. So what it will do that? Yes, this command, this Maven software, whenever we apply this Maven mvn deploy by using Maven software, so what it will do that? Yes, this software will send this command to pom.xml. pom.xml. pom.xml file. So whatever we have, yes, it's a goal. So whatever we have specified that a goal inside this pom.xml is a deploy, distribution management. See guys, distribution mean, so whenever we build this package, which package? This package. First of all, what we have to do, we need to create package. Either jar or var, depends on that requirement. So after developing that package, Then we are applying this command. What is that? Deploy. Yes, this is also goal. So whenever we apply the deploy command, yes, it's a release. It comes into internal release. Yes, based on this server address, yes, inside that server we are having one repository with the name of this repository or some other anyone. Yes, it will deploy whatever we build that package into that particular server. Okay, guys. So if we want to see that, if we want to deploy that, what we should have? Yes, the pom.xml, whatever we have specified that to deploy. Yes, that Maven collaborate with pom.xml. Pom.xml will respond to this Maven goal. Immediately, Maven and pom.xml take the responsibility to deploy that product or artifact into respective server. For example, here we are using a repository management server. Repository management server. Okay, guys. So here we are using that Nexus we are using. Of course, there are a lot of servers. What is the software? Like that Nexus is there, and what is that JFrog is there, GitLab is there. Okay, like that so many tools are there. We can use that. But present we are using Nexus repository, artifact repository management tool. So what is Nexus? Nexus is a repository management tool for maintaining that all artifacts. And we can use this Nexus repository management tool for maintaining all Docker images. Whatever we are having our private images, we can store in this artifact repository management tool. Not only this, yes, we can upload all kinds of files inside this repository management tool. So especially we are using for two purposes. One is to upload that artifact, to store the artifact into this Nexus repository, and in another case we are using to upload our Docker local images into this our private repository. So we are treating it's a private repository. It's a private repository to store all artifacts inside this server, and we are treating as a private repository for store all our local whatever we have developed Docker images, we can store in our private repository instead of public repositories. Okay, in this case we are using. Okay, guys. But pom.xml is very important file. It's playing main key role in these Maven executions. Okay, guys. So here we are having that group ID. Artifact ID, like this. Come here. See, guys, group ID. What is that group ID? Yes, the group ID recognizes our project uniquely from all the projects. It will recognize uniquely. Actually, group ID is a part of the pom.xml. Okay, it is often said as an identity for group of projects. Okay, guys, group ID. Next, artifact ID. A jar or a var or a EAR file that is deployed to the Maven repository. So what is the Maven repository here? What is the Maven repository? Yes. So wherever we are storing that artifacts, that's calling as a repository. Just let me increase font size. Already we saw that. What is it? Target directory. Target directory is the local repository. Yes. See guys, here we don't have that target directory. Here we don't have the target directory. Whenever we execute that goal, that time it will create that directory with the name of target. That's calling as a repository, local repository. Inside that repository, Maven repository, we are having that artifact. The same artifact name, whatever we are having. What is that artifact name? Which one will get that? Yes, cloudgen -1 dot where cloudgen -1 dot where we will get this. Yes, this is the artifact name, artifact ID. Name or artifact ID both are same. Yes, ID. So it is the version. It is the version, and this is the extension package, either var or jar or er. Okay. Yes, for building from where it will collect? From the src directory, it will collect that source directory src. And whatever the plugins required for executing these goals, yes, we are going to installing these plugins. For artifact ID purpose, we are going to executing Maven compiler plugin. And these are very important. Based on these versions, yes, we need to execute that. So when we can change these versions, yes, whenever the Java versions are different, whenever we are using Java versions different than these, automatically this pom.xml will execute errors. 100% we will get build fail whenever you execute that command. Which command? For example, now see, mvn compile. This is the goal. Whenever you apply this command, based on this compile goal, so whatever the required version we should maintain inside this pom.xml. See guys, here we are using 3.8.1. okay, so whenever it's not compatible to execute this goal, immediately we'll get that failure. So automatically it will throw that. It will tell us, it gives us some suggestions. You are using this, or it's a required. Okay, it depends on this particular version and something that it will give us some information. So that time, as a DevOps engineer, you need to be modified. If you are the responsible person, if you are having that roles and responsibilities on that pom.xml, yes, you can do that. If you don't have that permissions to change that, yes, you can send that request to respective person. Okay guys, so we can take care of this one also. If you have that strong experience, working experience, yes, you can do that. If you don't have that, just simply send the mail to respective team. They will hand out the task and they will modify and they will upload into SCM server. Once they will push into the SCM server, if you have configured webhooks or poll SCM, it will trigger the job. Okay, so auto schedule like this. Okay, now what we are doing that? Yes, now this goal comes into this pom.xml here. Okay, it will compile that process. Okay guys, and so artifact ID, whenever you want to build that artifact, yes, that var plugin is required. Yes, the var plugin is 3.2.0. okay guys, we will see that. Okay, in the end of the course, we are working with this pom.xml. If we will get any kind of issues on this pom.xml, on these versions issues, yes, we will see that how we can modify. Okay, how we can change these versions and all, how we can re-execute these builds successfully. If we will get any kind of errors in the middle of this course, we'll do that changes. After changing that, yes, we will try to execute once again. Okay, while executing that, okay, if we get success, after changing the version, you will get the kind of experience. Yes, how we can change the versions, when we can change that. Okay, we will see that experience. Of course, present it's working fine. Okay, we'll see that. Now what I'm doing that, guys, yes, we are going to executing. Before that, let me show you that there is no one target directory. Automatically it will create one local repository. It will create one local repository that's calling as a target. Inside the target, we are having that whatever we are having that requirements. For example, right now what we are doing, that we are going to compiling. So it will create one directory with the name of target. Inside the target directory, it will create one more directory with the name of classes. But here you need to learn some basic concepts on that Java side. We are working with Java based applications. Maven works on Java based applications. So what is that class file? If you observe that previous class, if you see that previous class, yes, I have explained that. What is that class file? When we will get that dot class file? See, guys, already, yes, the same window here. Yes, what is this? This is the dot class file. It's the executable file. The same one, it's the source file. By the source file, we can't execute our requirement. For example, if you want to develop one calculator, one gaming, or one application software for web for hospital management, or library management, or a ticket reservation, or whatever based on that hotel management. Okay, depends on our requirement. Here we can see that what we have written the code inside this, but whatever we have written the code, we can't see in this side file. Inside this file, we can't see that. That's the executable code. If you want to see that, already in previous class I shown this one. Yes, what is the sum data class? If you observe this one, see, guys, see. We can't understand as a programmer. We can't understand this one. System can understand. So whatever we have written the code, see, guys, this is the code. Okay, so we have converted source code into executable format. Of course, Java having that JDK, JRE, JVM. Okay, these components are inside this Java. Yes, JDK will take care of that code compilation, code writing, what are the requirement tools. If you want to execute the, or if you want to write the code, yes, JDK, Java Development Kit is there. And JRE, it will take the responsibility to run that Java files, whatever we are having, that JRE files, jar files, or var files, ER files. And JVM, Java Virtual Machine, it will take care of that about that program to convert into bytecode. Okay, guys. So here we are having that. We should have that. What is that JRE? What is that JDK? What is that JVM? How we can? Okay, simple. Need not to worry about that code writing. Whatever the code is there, and on your free time, yes, you can go for that Google. Just take that some files. Okay, already free source code files are there. Just you can write that. What is that? Prime numbers, even numbers, odd numbers, sum of three numbers, or calculators. So many programs are there. Just copy and paste in your local machine. Apply that. Yeah, and you can see that some basic classes, how we can compile the program and how we can run the program. Basic needs. If you spend that 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, yes, you can learn that one. Okay, more than that, not required. Within 2 to 3 hours, you can learn that. But we should have some basic knowledge about these programming languages. Okay, guys. Okay, if you get any compilation error, nothing to worry. You can go for one more site. Yes. Okay, they will give one executable source code. You can just copy and paste. And while copy and paste that, yes, just observe that did you miss any what is that, braces or something like that. Just as it is, copy and paste and run that commands. Java space program name .java. Next, Yes, if you want to execute that output, see guys, Java space sum. See, this is the output for executing. If you want to compile the code, just wait. See, this is the program. Here we are having one more program. Here we don't have that someone.class file. So now what I'm doing that, yes, Java C just for compilation. If you learn this concept, automatically you will get some experience with Maven also. So whatever we are doing manually here, the same responsibility, whatever we are taking the responsibility to compile the program. So what we are doing that here we are doing two tasks. Yes, we are testing the code. And we are going to converting one executable format. Let me modify that. Yes, I'm doing that some changes. See guys, see that's a mistake. I did mistake while while writing that program. Now the same program, yes, and now I'm going to compiling Java C. See, 100% will get error. See guys, 100%. Now who is the responsible here? Nothing to worry. Okay, whatever we got this error, if you send to Jenkins, if you are going to executing by CI/CD tool, if you have configured that email notification, it will send that notification to respective team. Entire team will receive this same message. Inside the team, database engineers are there, test engineers are there, build engineers are there, and support engineers are there, monitoring team is there, managers are there, and team leads are there, project CEOs are there. Okay, and what is that? A repository management team is there, code quality team is there, and what is that? Program developers are there. Okay, entire team members are there. Out of these team members, who is the responsible for doing these changes? Guys, who is the responsible for changes this project or program? Programmers are the responsible for to change this program. They will hand out their task immediately. They will receive one mail. Just wait. I think this is Java server. Already I have configured. I'll show you that. Of course, we haven't configured email notification. We need to be configured email notification. But we'll see that how we will execute the same program manually, individual program. But whenever you assign these tasks to Maven, what we are doing manually, it will take care of the responsibility of enter this source program. Source program means source code. It will compile how many programmers are there, it will compile, it will take that complete source code and it will compile that, and it will test that based on our goals, whatever we have given the goals. Yes, it will compile and it will test, it will validate, and it will build that process. Okay, now yes, I think Java space icon version. Yes, I think we haven't installed Java here. Okay, Jenkins, we haven't installed Jenkins. Let me show you that. Okay, so how we can integrate this code into Jenkins CI/CD. Okay, that is also one concept. Okay, now Maven also there. Yes, RPM space -qi Jenkins. Okay, we haven't installed Jenkins. Okay, let me install that, guys. Yes. So okay, we need to download the keys. Just Here are we having that Jenkins install and configure. Just okay, not this one. So one more user and password. Actually, this is also not okay. Just I think already you saw the Jenkins download. So we are going to installing by using minstall, not Tomcat method. Okay, these keys are required. Okay, yes, now I'm install Jenkins -y. Just wait, guys. Okay, yes, rpm space -qy Jenkins. Yes, we have installed, and systemctl status Jenkins. Yes, yet not started, inactive. Yes, start the service. Just wait, it will take some time. Okay, guys, so we are getting some starting issues here for starting Jenkins service. So that reason we are using Tomcat method. I have removed this, whatever I have installed Jenkins, I have removed by using this command. Okay, yes, I'm clearing that, and I have downloaded and configured Tomcat and deployed that. I have downloaded Jenkins software also and deployed into Jenkins .rpl inside that web apps folder ll/opt Tomcat web apps. See, guys. Okay, by using Tomcat method, we are going to configuring Jenkins, and don't forget about this one. Why we are going to using Jenkins? So whatever we have applied that Maven goals in command line, the same commands we can execute Maven by using Jenkins. Okay, by using Jenkins also, without Maven we can't. Okay, Jenkins not having that features to build the tasks. So whatever the Maven doing, the same task we can't do by only Jenkins. So what we have to do? Yes, here. See, this is the Maven software. Inside this Maven software, so not inside that. Yes, this is the Jenkins CI/CD tool. It's the CI/CD server. Inside the CI/CD server, what we are doing that we are going to installing Maven. So we are going to installing Maven. Okay, guys. So the same command we are going to executing the same command inside this Jenkins server. Okay. After that, the same command inside this Jenkins server, we should have that pom.xml. Inside this Jenkins, we are pulling the code. Sorry, we are pulling the code from GitHub to the CI/CD server. After that, we are going to executing Maven goals. We need to write these commands inside this Jenkins server. What the Jenkins will do that? Jenkins will send that request to respective software, that's Maven. Maven will handle the task, whatever we have given that goal, it will execute that. Once again, the Maven will send the request to pom.xml. inside that form.xml, whatever we have written, that dependencies, artifact IDs, and plugins, and deployment, distribution, based on that, okay, whatever we have written, that goals and dependencies, yes, we are going to writing them. Inside that form.xml, yes, there are two goals. One is the package and one is the deployment. If you want to package only, you can package that. If you don't want to deploy that, yes, leave that. You need not to deploy that. But if you want to deploy that package inside that repository, we should have that goal inside that form.xml. Okay, guys, without writing that form.xml goal or the distribution management, we can't execute that Maven goal. But if you come here, so we are having both. So what we are having, yes, we are having that packaging, and we are having that one more dependent. What is it? A deployment. So for these two, okay, now we are going to concentrating. Now we are going to concentrating how we can execute these goals. Okay, for if you want to execute that var package, or if you want to test or validate, if you want to compile by using Jenkins, yes, we can do that. Okay, now see guys, I'm seeing that. I'll show you that. Okay, now we are going to configuring Jenkins. After configuring Jenkins, we'll see the how we will execute these Maven goals by using Maven. So inside this, don't forget about that. We should integrate that Maven inside this Jenkins tool. Otherwise, we can't execute these goals. Okay, let me show you that, guys. Okay, yes, this is our Apache Tomcat. Inside this, we are having that Java. Yes, Java version. We have that Maven. We have that, and we are using Tomcat. We are using Tomcat. See guys, inside this Tomcat, we are having that. See guys, this is the Jenkins. Jenkins is the CI/CD tool. We can do multiple tasks. Okay, for example, in today's example, okay, what we'll see that, yes, I'll show you that two tasks. One is the how we can get the code from CI/CD, how we can get the code from SCM to CI/CD. That's one integration process. And another one is how we can build the package by using Maven with the help of Jenkins CI/CD. How we can integrate this Maven and how we can integrate the code to Jenkins. Okay, we'll see that, guys. Now, so already I have started. Just take this IP address and move to browser. Okay, yes, directly you can apply that to Jenkins. Just wait, guys.
Firewall need to disable. Firewall need.
I think already we did. Just yes, the problem with Jenkins. Already we have installed Jenkins. Already we have installed Jenkins. Yes, let me. Yes, what is that? ll var lib. See guys, here we are having that Jenkins directory we are having. If you are following the Tomcat method, we will not get this Jenkins directory in the var lib. Now what we have to do? cd var lib. Yes, rm space hyphen rf Jenkins. Remove this one. Yes. Yes, just wait, guys. Just wait. Okay guys, we got that successfully. We got it, and it's loading that. Please wait for a few seconds. So meanwhile, yes, cat slash root dot Jenkins secrets initial admin password. Take this key. Be ready with this key. It will ask us. It will load that. Please wait. Guys, so whatever wait, that is also one kind of troubleshoot. Note that point. These all are undercome troubleshooting issues. Okay, just paste here. No need that to save. Yes, install these suggested plugins. Okay guys, so you have to wait for this. Okay, installation of plugins. Okay, just wait guys. Okay guys, so successfully we have installed plugins. Now come here. Yes. See guys, now Jenkins is ready. Okay, see guys, this CI/CD we are using Jenkins. Okay, so Jenkins server is ready. Now what we have to do is inside this Jenkins we haven't added Maven tool and Git tool and Java, but wherever we have installed Jenkins, inside that Jenkins, I mean that inside that server we have installed Java, Git, Maven and Jenkins. Now we have to say to Jenkins, we have to add the tools inside this Jenkins. If we want to add these tools, yes, click on that be in the inside that dashboard. Inside this dashboard, now click on that manage Jenkins. Just wait. Now click on that tools. Yes, now yes, click on that add JDK. Yes, now come here, apply the command echo $path. Okay, yes, take this one. This is the Java path /USR. Don't take that bin. Don't take that bin. Now, yes. So what is the version? Java 11. Okay, that your wish. So now you can say that where is the Git? I think we have installed install Git. Now, okay, which Git? Okay, see guys, this is the path. It's asking that executable path. It's asking executable path. See, remove this one, add here. Okay, if it is not correct, we'll get that issue. And if you want to see the name of the version here, is git space hyphen version. See guys, this is the version of Git. Yes, you can Git this version and add the Maven. Click on this add Maven. Now you can name the Maven. Already we have installed. You need not install automatically by using Jenkins. Yes, Maven version. Yes, mvn space hyphen version. This is the Maven version. Copy this one, or else you can name whatever you want. And just come here. Where is that Maven /opt Maven? It's asking that home path, not executable path. Copy this one and paste here. Yes, save this one. Save this one. Yes, now. So what we are doing that we have integrated Maven inside this. We have integrated Maven inside this Jenkins. Now what we are doing that we are going to execute we are going to executing these Maven goals. Okay guys, now we are going to executing Maven goals. So now what we are doing, that we are going to creating package. We are going to creating package. Okay, so where it comes, that cd slash root dot jenkins. Let's see guys, here we don't have that workspace directory. Here we don't have that workspace directory. Whenever you execute the job in Jenkins, Jenkins will create one directory with the name of workspace inside this .jenkins directory if you are using Tomcat method. Now, so what we are doing, that now we are going to integrating the Git with the Jenkins. So this is the Git repository. Okay, yes, GitHub repository, a repo. Inside this repo, what we are having? We are having code. Now what we are doing, that we are pulling the code from GitHub to this Jenkins. Just we are pulling the code from GitHub to Jenkins. Like how we are going to apply that git clone command. Like that we are getting the code from GitHub to this CI/CD tool. How we can? Yes, now come here. So this is my repository. Here we are having code. Just take that HTTPS, copy this code, come into Jenkins location. Now click on that new item. Yes, now test project 1, test project 001. See guys, here we don't have that workspace directory. Again, pwd ll. See here we don't have that workspace directory. So after configuring and saving this project, whenever you trigger the job on first job, whenever you are going to running the first job after configuring Jenkins will create one directory with the name of workspace inside this .jenkins directory. Inside that workspace directory, yes, whatever we are going to naming the project name will comes into that workspace directory. Now click on this freestyle project. Now click on that OK button. Yes, again, please copy this one because we have copied that selected in this mission. So that reason it will erase and it will copy new one. Okay, now come here, click on that source code. Yes, select this Git. Yes, add the repository, which one we have taken from the Git repository. Yes, now just leave that default credentials. No need that credentials for public repository. Now, what is the branch name here? So which branch name we are having here? Inside the main branch we are having code. Now you need to modify that here also. By default we will get that master in Jenkins, but you need to modify that. Just leave that default all things. Now, okay, just guys, inside this job, just what we are doing, that yes, we are getting the code from GitHub to Jenkins. Just now trigger the click on that build now. So why I'm going to applying this build now option by mouse clicking manually? Because we haven't configured auto schedules. I mean that we didn't configure schedule jobs. Okay guys, so that reason I'm applying this build now. Now the process started. Just wait. Now see guys, if you want to say live activity, what happening backend success. We got the code from GitHub to Jenkins. The location is, see guys, class root.jenkins workspace and directory name. Now if you observe here, see guys, we got one workspace directory. If you enter into that workspace directory, after entering that, see guys, whatever we have created job name in the Jenkins, that's the repository. Now here, yes, now it's the project. Yes, see guys, whatever we are having source code in the GitHub repository, remote GitHub, the same code we got into CI/CD. Now, what we are doing, guys? Now we are going to applying this command Maven goal. We are going to executing in the Jenkins only. Already we have configured Jenkins in this mission. Now what we are doing, that we are going to executing this goal inside Jenkins. Just we are going to writing goal in the Jenkins job. The goal goes to Maven software. The Maven software will goes to pom.xml. Whatever we have specified inside that pom.xml artifact ID, group ID, based on that it will create that package. If it is a jar, if it is a var, or if it is a var, ER, yes, it will create that. So let me show you what we are having here. What we are having, yes, here we are having pom.xml. Inside this pom.xml, we are having CloudGen. It's the artifact ID, version, and packaging is var. So it's mean if we execute that goal, now let me show you that. Yes, come back, same job, same in the same job. Yes, now click on that configure. Yes, now click on that build steps. Now you can click on that to add a build step. Now you can see, guys, invoke top level Maven targets. Select this one. See, now you already, if you have configured global tool configuration tools, okay, we will get this list of tools. Otherwise, we will not get. If you haven't configured, if you haven't added tools in the global tool configuration, you will not get these options. So if you are seeing this option, it's been already we have configured. Okay, guys. Yes, click on this one. Now, what is our goal? What is our goal? These all are the goals. These all are the goals. My goal is I want to create a package. I want to create a package. If you observe this here, see, guys, here we don't have that target directory. Yes, in between these two, we'll get one target directory. Inside the target directory, whatever we have specified the goal, whatever we are going to specify that goal. For example, yes, package. Guys, whenever you are going to executing commands in the command line manually, you need to write like this. You need to write Maven. Okay, after your goal, for example, compile like that. Okay, you need to write it. For initially you should apply the MVN command. Then only you need to apply goals. Coming to Jenkins location, you need not to specify that goals. I mean that, sorry, you need not to write that command MVN. That's just enough the goal name. For example, package. That's enough. Yes, now save this one and try to execute this one. See, guys, if it is first time, what it will do that? It will try to download the required plugins for that entire process. See, guys, the process started scanning. So now it's going to downloading the required plugins. Already I told that. Yes, already we have mentioned here. So, guys, plugins. So it's complete. Whatever now it's executing this task. Whatever we are seeing this task, it's complete. It depends on that pom.xml. Whatever we have specified that dependencies, plugins, and okay, artifacts, like CKs. Finally, we got that success. Now, if you observe this one, now come here, just apply that once again LL command. See, guys, we got that one more directory with the name of target. That's the repository, local repository, project artifact repository. CD target. Now come here. See, guys, we got that. It's a complete pom.xml. Inside that pom.xml, what we have specified? Packaging. See, guys, CloudGen -1.var. See. Now you can deploy this project into directly in the Docker container or in the any application. Directly, if you have that any application server like that, Tomcat, WebLogic, WebSphere, JBoss, okay, HTTP, Nginx, okay, based on your application deployment software, yes, you can deploy directly with the help of Jenkins. You can deploy, okay, or else you can deploy manually, okay. Or else if you want to create a lightweight microservice containers, yes, you can create a Docker container. Okay, you can deploy that application inside that. Or if you want to deploy inside that Kubernetes, yes, you can deploy inside that Kubernetes. But where you want to deploy? Yes, are you going to using that private server? I mean that on-premises server? Yes, you can deploy that on-premises. Or else if you are going to using your private cloud, yes, you can use that private cloud. Like that OpenStack. Okay, like that. Or else if you are going to using public service clouds, yes, like that AWS, Azure, Google, Oracle Cloud, like that. Yes, you can set up that environment. You can deploy into that respective server. Okay, but right now what we did, guys, in today's session, yes, how we can integrate the code Maven into Jenkins, how we can execute the Maven goals by using Jenkins with the help of Maven. Guys, if you observe here, without Maven, we can't already. So we have installed Maven. Without Maven, we can't execute goals with the help of Jenkins. So Maven is a mandatory to execute these all goals. But what is the advantage with Jenkins? What is the advantage with Jenkins? Yes, we can automate. Okay, guys. So this is the concept. This is the concept in today's session. We'll see, guys, in next class. We will see some more that clean and the site is there. Some more plugins are there. Okay. Changing some artifact names. Okay. We'll see that, guys. Okay. Next class. Thank you, guys.